Here's Keenum. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange!
On first down, Keenum. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing is Keenum. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Z. Left.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
22.
To throw, it's Keenum. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Left, left. Left, 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 left.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. So. Ace, ace.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. So.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's run, fellas, let's run. Oh, yeah. 3 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go, let's go. Four down. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, we got 4 now.
Throwing now, Keenum. He'll buy some time right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Not that time for Watkins. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. Steps away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Room past the 20. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
In the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that?